So, hi guys, if you want to do that scattering of light, the main stuff you need is a cardboard box, any size cardboard box, which you will get it in your house, and then you need a glass of water, and then you need a white sheet of paper, A4 sheet paper, so that the light can reflect through this, and the rainbow image can form on this. And another thing you need is a flashlight. You can just use the phone's flashlight, it's absolutely perfect. So now I'll tell you how you can do it, and then I'll explain you why is it happening. Let's see it, guys. So yeah guys, now for doing this, the main thing you need, you should have a cutter and a tape, so that you could make cuts through this. I'll show you how just in a minute. So yeah guys, as you can see here, make sure to take a knife and a tape. With the knife or the cutter, I've just done it over here. Make sure you cut this, 2 cuts over here, just like these. You can just see it here, yeah. Make sure you make 2 cuts about 1 inch apart and about 1.5-2 inch long. And for if you want some good effects, you can even use some colored plastic, so that you have a background color to the light which is getting reflected. Now let's see how we can do it, how to place the glass of water, and later I'll tell you the phenomenon which is the main about it. Let's check what is happening right now. So yeah guys, now make sure to take, open the cardboard box and take this glass of water, and make sure to place it between these 2 holes, so that the light can pass through the holes and through the glass of water and make a reflection over there. So yeah, about this much gap must be fine. Make sure that the light can pass through it. Place it such that light, both the holes light can pass through both the holes. And then take the white sheet of paper and just make it like a background screen. Yeah, just like that. Now let's see what happens if you put the flashlight between these 2 holes. Let's see what happens. So hi guys, I've taken the flashlight. As you can see it here, there are 2 holes. I'm gonna pass the flashlight between those 2 holes and see what happens. Let me pass the flashlight between the first hole. That's this one, the first one, as you can see it here. Yeah, let me pass it through it. Yeah, now let me pass it. Now as you can see, the light is getting scattered and there's a rainbow color. The whip guard, you can actually see a yellow light more than all the 7 lights. You have seen a rainbow, there's mostly yellow, blue and red. That's how it is. If you do it in real life, the effects are really good. You can just see that at the edges. Now let's see how it's passing through it. See, the light is passing through that hole, getting scattered in this glass of water, and then passes through. And the wavelength of the white light has like 7 colors with guard. I'm gonna tell you that later. So yeah, this is how it looks. You can see it. It's a very good experiment actually. Now let's try it with the plastic. Through the plastic, let's see how it works. Yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of blue shade. I don't know if the camera is catching it, but you can see it over here. A bit of blue, a bit of yellow. This is the white light getting scattered. You just see it there. Yeah, I can just see it's getting passed through the second hole, the light, and then it's getting passed through the glass of water, which actually acts like a prism in here. If you don't have a prism, you can use it. This is a very good experiment. You can even do it in prism. If you're doing it in a prism, make sure you do it at the early morning when the sunlight passes through your window, like a Tyndall effect. Yeah, this is how you do the scattering of light. It's pretty cool actually. Now let me tell you the phenomenon behind this. So yeah guys, let me tell you the phenomenon behind this actually. Actually what happens is, as you know, when the white light passes through a glass of water or a glass prism, it leaves 7 colors. The 7 colors are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Nothing but the whip-guard. It has different frequencies and wavelength. So when you see the light bends through the wavelength, when the wavelength is different, the different color bends differently. I'll just show you that in a moment. And then it even affects the speed through which it is going. Let me just show it to you. So yeah guys, as you can see it here, the white light is passed through, and then this is our glass of water, or this is a prism. So what happens here is there are 7 colors which has different frequencies. These are the frequencies or wavelength. So higher the wavelength, there is lesser the bend, and shorter the wavelength, there's more of bend. You can just see over here, red has the longest wavelength and violet has the shortest wavelength. So what happens here is red does not bend that much. So what happens, it does not even refract that much. This is the first one over here, but the wavelength of violet is a lot shorter, so it reflects and bends more, and it is over here. Can you see the comparison over here? Mainly you can see yellow, green and orange is just mixed, and you can see yellow and you can see a bit of red, bit of violet when you do this experiment. So yeah, this is what happens when you pass through the light, and this is what is shown in that plain A4 size sheet. Let me just show it to you clearly. So actually it even affects the speed of this color light. The higher the wavelength, the much faster it is. You know, the speed of light is around 30 million kilometer per second. So yeah, this is about just a bit less, and this is a bit more less. So yeah, longer the wavelength, faster the light. Shorter the wavelength, slow the light travels. That is the main phenomenon actually. That's why the red light bends less and the white light bends more, because of the wavelength. So yeah guys, that was the phenomenon of scattering of light, and you can try this at home, very easy. So guys, for more content, make sure you like, share and subscribe down there so that you get continuous contents. So yeah, see you next time. Make sure you do the experiment. Peace.